Welcome back everybody to the Spacey Tropics review channel. Now I know I've been away on a while, but I've been trying to get things done for Spacey Tropics, the clothing line itself. If you'd like, that'll be linked in the description below. Please go follow that. And as a result of that, I sort of neglected doing reviews, and that's why I've taken so long to come back. But now that I am back, I have 4 videos that will be coming for you guys. This of the first video, a Bluetooth speaker first, 2 headphone videos, and then a comparison between those headphone videos, so a total of 4. Now let's cut straight to the chase here. Welcome back everyone. This is Spacey Tropics and we review everything here. And today we have the Tronsmart Element Mega, a small, relatively small, yet powerful, as you can see in the corner here, 40-watt Bluetooth speaker. Now we're gonna go and put that to the test. I've already done my own test with it, as you know, my hands are too quick and I wanted to open a new toy and see what it is about. But when we go more into the review, you'll know more. All I could say now is wow. So thanks again for joining, guys. Let's get straight to this Tronsmart Element Mega review. Now, before going into the actual speaker itself, let's just put this to the side and let's look at the box. This is the box for the Tronsmart Element Mega. As you can see, nice little branding here and here in the bottom. On the side you have your barcode. In the back you have specific things dedicated to the speaker. Now as you can see, it's showing a touch slider. Now this touch slider is to control the volume up and volume down. More into the review when we get to the actual speaker itself. Now as you can see, it says it has DSP technology, intuitive touch panel with slide controls, 28 core high fidelity large subwoofer horn, and NFC. You barely see that nowadays on a lot of Bluetooth speakers, but I'm very thankful that it came here on this device. Now personally, I paid about between $30 to $35 for this. It was on a deal on Amazon, a lightning deal, and I couldn't resist, so I picked it up. I didn't think nothing of it. I thought, okay, you know, it says 40 watts, but maybe it might not sound as good as it says. Boy, was I wrong. Anyways, let's jump on inside of the box and let's see what's going on in there. Now going over the box, you can see it's a little damaged. This time I didn't cause the damage. This was actually due to shipping. I don't know if you get there. You can see the indentations. That was due to shipping. So you can kind of blame that on the post office guys. Now going over what's in the box, you can see, first of all, nice magnet clip. You know, I wouldn't expect something at this price range to have such a nice box if it wasn't beat up. Going onto the inside, now this is the plastic sleeve that comes with the speaker inside of it. I just took it off and replaced it there. Everything else has been untouched from this box except for the speaker itself. As you can see here, it's just pretty much styrofoam to hold the speaker in place. Now this is all new to me because I didn't fully get into the box as yet. Going over this, you can see here we got a couple of stuff underneath. Let's see, let's take all of this out. Okie dokie. Alright, here you can see we have a warranty card. Nothing really too fancy about that. Then we have a user manual. Might want to read that because I did have some questions on, you know, how to operate it properly. And then in here, another little magical box. Let's see what we have here. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so we have a 3.5 millimeter silver plated auxiliary cable, as well as a micro USB cable in the box to come with the speaker. Now me personally, I'm not going to use both of them because I have better cables for both sides, auxiliary and USB, but it's up to your preference whether you want to use it or not. Now let's push all of this to the side and get straight to the speaker itself. And here we have the Tronsmart Element Mega in my hands now. Now the speaker itself is really heavy. If you can see it, I don't know if you can, but the passive radiator is right around here and the 2 speakers are on each side, left and right. Now they do claim 40 watts, and this is relatively small, so at first I was very skeptical about the sound. Just for reference here, I have my JBL Flip 4. As you can see, not that much height difference. In terms of thickness, I believe they're close to the same, if not the Flip 4 is a little bit thicker. And other than that, yeah, it's just a big square. Now, before we get into the actual sound test, let's go over some of the features here. Now, this mode button, I believe this mode button is to switch from Bluetooth, auxiliary, and if you can see right there, SD card, micro SD card slot right there. So if you have music on a micro SD card, you can pop it into this right there and you'll be able to play it off the speaker. No need for Bluetooth connection, no need for anything really. Here you can see the line in, the on-off switch. I'm surprised it's not a button, but hey, it really doesn't matter. This is actually a little bit easier than holding and pressing a switch or something. You just flip it on and it comes on. Here you can see the micro USB port to charge the device itself. And going over the top now, that's what the mode is for. This is obviously rewind or go back, skip, play, pause. The volume slider, this is a touch capacitive slider, and quite honestly, it's a bit gimmicky. Yeah, it is. I'm not gonna lie, this is a bit gimmicky. I did try it, and when you do, it sort of just raises the volume to whatever it thinks you want it to be. So what I usually do is I just either tap the plus or minus, and it works just the same. Here you can see a NFC tag right here. So if your phone is equipped with NFC, or let me rephrase that, if your Android phone is equipped with NFC, which it should be, you can tap to pair and it'll be no problem. I don't know if iOS devices can do that yet, where you tap and pair via NFC. However, I do know they have an NFC chip on board. It's just mostly used for Apple Pay. Other than that, that's pretty much it based on physical features. Oh yeah, and 2 solid rubber feet down here. Now there's going to be plastic on both feet. You're going to want to peel that off just so it's stuck to whatever surface it is on. Now to turn it on, like I said, there's a switch in the back, and when you do turn it on, the entire top of it is lit up. Now let me turn it off real quick. Now you heard that, right? You heard the startup sound, right? Simple startup sound, nothing too crazy. Or is it? Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Let's try that again from my Flip 4. Sound similar? Of course it does. I guess they use the same chime in to turn on as JBL products, really. They use the same chime in, and also when the device is connected, it will use the same connected chime as the Flip 4. I kind of find that a little funny, and I kind of also find that a little lazy that they couldn't have found just, you know, maybe a regular beep or two to say connected, not connected, or stuff like that. Or yeah, they could have actually had the word say connect, had the speaker say connected or disconnected or stuff like that. It was just as simple as that, but I guess they wanted to play with the big boys, so they took JBL's little startup. Now, let's get into the actual... Well, actually, before we get into the sound, let me talk about the Bluetooth a little bit real quick. The Bluetooth on this device is Bluetooth 4.2, and for my Android device, I am able to see the battery life. So if you have an Android device with Android 5.0 or 4.2 and higher, you will be able to see the little battery icon in the top of the notification bar. That's a very nice feature. I really like that because it tells me when my speaker is draining, or if it's drained, or if it's fully charged. I really like that, and for you iOS users, you already had that a long time ago, so there's no need to explain it to you guys. Now let's get into the actual connectivity and playing of this thing. Connectivity wise, I don't know, Bluetooth 4.2 is rated for about 30 to 33 feet. I believe I only got about 25 25-ish to 28 feet, and that was only that was between one wall, and the connection started to drop. And I don't know if it's really because of the 5 to 4.2 or, you know, any of that kind of sort, but the connection just kept dropping always when I got about 25 feet or more away. And it kind of sucks. I was expecting full range, since they claim big and bold on Amazon that it's Bluetooth 4.2. So a little bit disappointing there, but nothing too crazy. You know, you're not gonna walk away from your speaker like 50 feet and expect it to still be playing. You know, it's not that kind of speaker. Now we'll get into the sound test of this little review here, and I hope you enjoy how it sounds, because I sure did, that's for sure. Alright guys, and we're back after that nice little session between the Flip 4 and the Tronsmart Element Mega. Now, some of you might say that it's not a fair comparison, that this should be compared to, say, maybe the JBL Charge 3, and to that I say you are correct. It should have been changed. It should have been compared to the JBL Charge 3. Now, I do not have the Charge 3 on hand. I will in the future be getting that, or maybe if a Charge 4 comes out, I will get the Charge 4. For now, the Flip 4 is my most recent speaker. I would have tested the Harman Kardon Cortana speaker that I have, but in terms of size comparison, that's definitely not a fair comparison next to this, because I did test it between the two of them, and that Harman Kardon sounds way better, hands down. Now, you probably might have noticed some clarity issues. The highs sounded really muffled, the mids were okay, and the bass was trying to be prominent in certain times but couldn't. However, it was there regardless, and it was booming really hard, as you could tell from the switch between the Flip 4 and the Tronsmart. This was clearly the winner in terms of loudness, in terms of overall filling the room, in terms of overall everything, really. Now, is this better than the Flip 4? Certain aspects, yes. Certain aspects, no. It's not water resistant like the Flip 4. It's not as clean sounding, because I did notice myself that the Flip 4 sounded a little more cleaner than this. So it's not as clean sounding as the Flip 4. However, for 30 to 40 bucks, which it originally is about $49.99, I believe, for a $50 speaker or less, if you can find it for a cheaper price, I think it's 110% worth it, because at the end of the day, you're still paying $100 for the Flip 4 unless it goes down in price. For this, you're paying $50 or less if you find it on a discount like I did. I think that out of a 5-star rating, this is a solid 4 to maybe a very light touching of 4.1. This is a really good speaker. It's really good for open room purposes. It's really good if you just want something very compact, very light, just to throw in your bag and go and not have to worry about it. Is this beach worthy? No. Is this pool worthy? Definitely not. Keep it inside, keep it near dry areas, and just have a ball playing it. It's good to fill small to medium-sized rooms. Large rooms, it could try, but you'll probably be pushing it at that point because it's so small, and if the more you raise it up, the more flat line and the more distorted everything starts to sound. Now, if you're really interested in going to get this speaker, I will link it in the description box below. Please go check that out, along with all of my affiliated social media such as Instagram and other YouTube channels that I do have. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. I know it's been a while, and like I said, there's still 3 more videos I have to make. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. I really need everything to go up because I am pretty serious about this YouTube thing, and I'm gonna be one of the top reviewers one day, so look out for me. Alright guys, thank you for watching. The next video will be coming soon after I post this one, so be on the lookout. Peace.